Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the third video in a three-part video series where I interview all 10 children. I hope you've been enjoying them, or if you've missed them, go back and watch them. And let me know what else you want to hear. Thanks so much. I'm going to be asking the kids what their favorite thing is about being in a large family or anything that they like about it. Here's Kylie, she's 23 and the oldest of 10 kids. So what are your experiences about it or your feelings? What do you want to say?
I loved growing up as the oldest of 10 kids. It's always so much fun to tell people what our lifestyle was like growing up with so many people, because it's so different than an experience with a smaller family. And I think there are so many pros and cons to both. But I think some of my favorite parts of growing up with so many siblings was just always having someone around to do something with, and not just one person, but multiple people. I was just always surrounded by people and by noise and by talking and singing, and there's just so much energy and it's so much fun. I especially loved road trips when we're all in the same car together and people are singing and playing games and just having a great time. I loved all of the trips that we did. I loved homeschooling together, and it's just so much fun to always have a friend to play with. I just grew up playing outside with my siblings all day, every day, and we just had so much fun playing make-believe games and playing outside. We had minimal TV time, and we would just do crafts and would be creative and play outside, and I think it was just such a wonderful childhood to be constantly playing and engaging with other kids, and so I just really loved that. And I think I learned so many things, so many valuable lessons from growing up with a lot of siblings as well. Of course, you learn how to get along with people, and you also learn how to share space with people. You learn that you're not the only person in the universe, but that you have to compromise, you have to work together. You're not always going to get your way, but that you have an important part to play in a bigger role. You have your chore or your job to do to help the family to run. And so I think we just learned a lot of valuable lessons about how to live a life without, our parents always doing every little thing for us, because there's too many kids to always, for my mom to do everything for every single one of us. So we each had our role and our job and our little purpose in our family. And we each also had a buddy. The older 5 and the younger 5 children were matched up so that we each had someone else to look after and take care of. And so all of these things just really helped me to learn so many valuable lessons that have helped me in the rest of my life, and that I think will prepare me to be a parent in the future.
Oh, I love that. Most of these questions I'm just kind of asking on the spot and thinking on the spot too, and so are they. So when she said that she always had someone to play with and be creative with, it kind of reminded me that we really didn't get our first TV till 2010, right, for the Olympics, for the Winter Olympics. I think I wanted to watch those. Seems like when Kaitlyn was being born. Anyway, and then we had that as like our computer screen so we could turn it into a TV. Anyway, so all the years before that, I wondered, if she had been the only child or if she just had like a younger brother, like 4 or 5 years younger than her, like who would she have played with all the time? So I had always said that the best thing that ever happened to Kylie was Madalyn being born, because she was pretty clingy. She was just like always with me on my lap, like or on the counter, like if I'm cooking, she was just like by my side all the time. And so as soon as Madalyn, she started walking really early, like at 9 and 10 months around Thanksgiving, and her birthday's February. So then all of a sudden, like, I never saw Kylie again. I was like, wow, she can like go in the other room without me now. Because before that, I mean, she's only 1.5, but before that, she was just in the room. Wherever I went, she's following me around our little tiny house. So I liked that point. And just being creative outside. It seemed like she said something else that I really liked, but I can't remember now. So, oh well. Alrighty, thanks so much. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. She was talking about getting along with other people who might not be just like you. And I was thinking how she was sharing a room that in Texas she had to share with 2 or 3 other younger siblings, 3 by the time we left. And in North Carolina, she always had to share a room with a lot of siblings also. By the time we left, there were 5 girls in 1 bedroom and 4 boys in the other, because we had 9 kids in a 3-bedroom house. She's always been really neat and clean, and sometimes the other siblings aren't. So I think that's probably been a struggle for her, but she's never let it show that she likes to be clean and they don't. She just cleans up after everybody really quietly. She gets along. She doesn't yell at anybody for being messy. So that's kind of a blessing of being a big family, just getting along with lots of different personalities and cleanliness types and things like that. And it's a good skill to have for when you have a job, because people aren't going to be thinking just like you or acting just like you. Keeping the break room clean or whatever, things like that might bug you. Madalyn is the second child, so she's been a huge help with the other kids all growing up. Madalyn, how do you feel about having a big family?
I think I've always really loved it. Like, there's hardly any cons. I don't know. I mean, there are,
great.
but I think, yeah, my siblings are just like everything to me, and it's just super fun when I get to hang out with them. I love every chance that I get to, hang out. It's just like a whole bunch of best friends right around me, and I like that. I feel like especially for the younger ones, or when I was little or whatever, like if you fight with one sibling, you can just go off and find a different one to play with. It's kind of like you just got a whole bunch of built-in friends, and we've all gotten along pretty well growing up. We've always been pretty good friends. We have spats now and then, but I would just be a lot more lonely without all my siblings, and so I just love having so many. I have my older sister. I have an example, to look up to a lot, and I feel like I can also, I enjoy, hanging out with my little siblings a lot, and just kind of having that responsibility to be a little bit of an example for them too. I think that makes me try harder in some stuff that I do and try to be a good example for them. And they're just a lot of fun to hang out with and play with, and try to, spoil them a little bit whenever I can, whenever I come home. So yeah, I really love it.
And for the record, Madalyn's never had a spat with anybody before.
No, I remember a few with Kylie, I think.
No way!
We were so close in age. We did argue a little bit when we were like 10 or 11.
Wow, I don't remember that. I missed it. I must have been in the shower.
Other than that, it's been good, yeah.
I know, Kylie just bossed Maddie around, and Maddie just did everything so meekly that whatever Kylie asked,
she had good ideas.
She made you the gopher to go do them all. Like, go do this, go do that, go get this, go get the scissors. And then,
well, I wouldn't have done anything if it weren't for her. I was just sat and read my whole life. So I liked her ideas and her games and everything.
So was she your favorite sibling growing up, or who?
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, growing up, I would always be like, yeah, she's my best friend, We were always really close. But it's been cool that as I've grown up to, like, get closer with a lot of my other siblings, too. Like, now, I think I'm really, really close to Lexi, who's, a few years younger than me, but we've hung out a lot. We have a lot of the same interests and everything. And, so, yeah, I'm really close to her. And then, like, Kaitlyn is getting to be, a teenager now and everything. And so I feel like I'm just, like, connecting closer to her, too. And it's just as they grow up, I feel like they're just closer to my age, and we can just all hang out and have fun together. It's really cool.
So this is Spencer, and he is 20. What's your favorite thing about being in a big family?
I would probably say my favorite thing is learning how, like, I guess one of the biggest blessings about growing up in a big family is learning how to get along with each other. Because I served a mission for our church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and you serve with someone, and serving with someone by your side 24/7 gets very tiring sometimes. It takes a lot of patience. But there are so many times where they or other people around me would be complaining about the smallest things, and I'm like, clearly y'all haven't grown up with siblings, because those things just don't matter. I'm blanking. I have no idea.
I think that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. 'Cause, yeah, you have to get along with people, and if you have a big family, same with me growing up, I had a big family, and it's just easier to move past and see that they're just cranky for a short time or something and get over it.
Yeah, you see what's important in life.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know how to get along with people around you. You realize that things don't matter in the long term. So
Great. Alexis is number 4. What do you like about being in a big family?
I like having a lot of different siblings who have different interests, so there's always a sibling to play with, or sometimes there's too many siblings if I want to play by myself. But if I want to play babies and my older sisters don't want to play babies, then I would go find my younger sisters, or I'd play trains with my little brother and play football with my older brother and stuff. So it's nice because whatever I wanted to do, there was usually 1 or 2 other siblings who was interested in that. And also, if you get annoyed with one sibling, then you can just go find a different one to play with. So it's pretty easy to not get into too many fights, because I think if I just had one other sibling, I'd be stuck with them all the time. And if I want to play with anyone, it's with them. So you can't really get away from them. But instead, there's just everyone. And I always love taking care of the babies and playing with the little girl, with all the little kids and stuff.
I've never heard Alexis be annoyed with or fight with any siblings, so I didn't know you were annoyed with anybody.
Sometimes.
And Alexis was great at taking care of babies. She always held them while they took showers, changed their diapers, held them while she read. She was just like a place to put a baby. She was never too busy to hold a baby or help me out.
No. You're never too busy to hold a baby.
Oh, that's sweet. Never resented having to help with babies, because she was the one that wanted to carry them in the backpacks on trips,
Yes.
like hiking, walking trips, or...
I remember at Yellowstone, I was so happy because I got to hold Kenna. Because I was only 7, so I didn't get to hold her as much, but I got to hold her in the front pack the whole time we were walking at Yellowstone, and that was my favorite part and what I remember most about Yellowstone. So.
Yay! I'm gonna find that picture and stick it in.
Yeah.
Because that's what I just thought of too. I was like, it seemed like you're really happy to hold a baby at Yellowstone.
No,
Makenna,
I was so excited because the rest of the time, because a lot of time Kylie or Maddie or Spencer would, because they were stronger and they got less tired and stuff. So.
Makenna was a big baby.
Yeah.
And now she wants to be a NICU nurse and keep holding babies and taking care of them all the time. She'll be a great mother.
Thank you.
What do you like about being in a big family?
I like a whole lot of things. There's a lot of good things about it, but I think one thing is how it's just kind of like your friends. It's harder when you're stuck with 1 or 2 other people all the time. Sometimes it's nice to have a bigger group. You have a variety. Sometimes everybody has different personality and everything, and it's all great and you love them all. So it's really nice to have different people to be around and to make jokes and stuff with a bigger group, or sometimes it's just can be one-on-one or anything like that. But it's really, really fun, I think, to all be together as a big family, as long as we're all together in it, when we treat each other nice and really get along, which is something else that you really learn being in a big family, which is another nice skill to learn. Then it's I don't know, it's really cool, and I love all the relationships and stuff I've made because of it.
Kaitlyn is number 6 in our family of 10 children. So we had the first 5 children, and then a stillborn baby, and then a miscarriage, and then the second 5 children. So Kaitlyn's number 6. She's the oldest of the second 5 children. What do you like about being in a big family?
I don't really know. Also, this one, I just love everything. I love all my siblings, and I guess I love being more in the middle, so I can have older siblings to teach me things and I can learn from them, and then the younger kids I like teaching them and things like that, and I love like doing things together, and they always like make it more fun. And in Utah, a lot of the time on Saturdays we'd have a cleaning party, so we'd put on music, and we'd be like, 3, 2, 1, let's go clean. And we'd like run and do all our chores, clean the bathrooms, and we usually would do it like with our buddies. And it's like, oh, this is so much fun. Let's do our bathroom chores and whatever else we need to clean. So
I forgot about that. We did
Yeah.
do clean and buddy teams, but we had a huge house. It was like 3,000 or 4,000 square feet.
yeah,
Probably on the upper end of 3,000 square feet. It was a big house, and it had 4 bathrooms. So, yeah, we had two people cleaning a bathroom, like the M&Ms. That Madalyn and Makenna would clean a bathroom, and Kaitlyn and Kylie. Do you guys clean a bathroom together?
yeah, mostly. And Kylie and Alexis. And then when she left.
Yeah, and vacuuming the living room or the family room, because we had 2 of those, and basement playroom. We had a big house. So, yeah, I forgot about having a buddy team to clean with. Who's your favorite person to play with?
I guess Makenna, because like she's the closest to my age and that I play with. And sometimes I'm like, oh, right now I feel like liking Kylie better or something, and I don't know, I love them all for different reasons, and she's like fun more to talk to and stuff. And then I'm like, but Maddie's like really fun to like do other stuff with. So I love them all for different reasons. And then Makenna, she just always like plays with me, does whatever I ask her to do, and she's just closest to my age.
Yeah, you guys have been really close, especially since the 3 older girls are gone most of the time and not here as often. And Makenna will play with anybody. She's awesome.
Also, I love like how you always have somebody to play with. Like I mostly play with Makenna. We always would play baby dolls and we crochet together. But sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like playing with somebody else. So like Samuel teaches me Rubik's cubes, and like we like doing things like arm wrestling and backflips together and things like that. And then I don't know, I guess Andy loves like making things with me. He's like really good at crafts, and he's like, oh, here's how you draw like a Tesla or something. And then Tilly likes playing with me with dolls, and I like talking to the older kids mostly. So it's always fun, like you have a bunch of like different siblings you can choose from to play with, I guess.
Awesome.
My favorite thing about being in a big family is all the siblings, because I love talking to each one. They each have their different personalities, and I love playing games. We love to play card games and compete against each other, and it's really fun with lots of siblings and like 10 different people to play with.
Ooh, you got a big piece of thunder in your video. Great. What number are you?
I'm number 7.
Anything you want to say about your buddy?
My buddy is Madalyn, and she's really fun. She reads to us, and I just love her. I'm so glad she's my buddy.
Yes. So all the buddies are 10 years apart. So if Makenna is 12, then Madalyn is 22.
Yes. And I also love that we have a birthday so close together. Madalyn's is February 4th, and mine is February 7th. So it's really fun to almost share a birthday with her.
Yeah, I love that too. What do you like about having a big family?
I like it since I have a bunch of big brothers and sisters to help do the chores, so I don't have to do all of them. And I love playing with them, like during Halloween or something, or like after it. Then we would close our basement door so it's dark, and then we would get a mattress and all slide down there and eat our candy, and just we played a lot of fun games. Once we found some trash cans and got some bins, and then like dumped the trash into it to be garbage trucks, and it makes me have a lot of fun memories of playing with my brothers and sisters.
Oh, I love those memories. I haven't thought of those in a long time. You pretended to be garbage trucks?
Yeah.
With pretend garbage?
Well,
The real garbage.
sometimes it was real, or it is like toys or paper or something.
Pretend to throw away toys and stuff.
hmm
Who's your favorite sibling to play with?
I'm not sure. It depends. Usually it depends on the day and their mood. But I love to play with Andy on a lot of games like cars and making crafts. But it's also fun to play with the big kids. And also I can learn things from them. Like when we go on my buddy date, then sometimes I ask questions and they're able to answer them.
Oh, yeah. Who's your buddy?
Spencer,
Spencer. And he is 20?
yeah.
And you're 10. They're 10 years apart. What do you like about Spencer?
I'm not sure. He's big and he can drive me around. And like one time we went and shopped for the teas for Christmas, Thomas and Tilly, since like we have a line of who we will shop for each year. So like maybe one year we switch. So like one year I might be shopping for Andy and Alexis, and one year I'm shopping for Thomas and Tilly.
The teas. That's what he said, the teas. I thought he said the shopping for cheese. So yeah, they bought presents for the buddies, the S buddies, Spencer and Samuel bought presents for the T's, Thomas and Talea.
Yeah. And like I remember we parked on Main Street and we went to this antique-ish store with a lot of instrument stuff, looking for a little cello piece. We didn't find one there, so we had to draw one, but I think we made a map to show him where his cello was for Christmas.
Aw, that's a good memory.
Sometimes we get to go and buy something at the store, like a little treat.
Great, that's fun. Thanks.
My favorite thing about being in a big family is that there's lots of people to play with, and
Who's your favorite person to play with?
Alexis.
Alexis? Aw.
But I play with Samuel the most, 'cause he's always home.
Yep, he's always playing with Samuel. Anything else fun about being in a big family?
It's fun when they all come home because we can have big parties and play games.
Great. Talea is our little caboose. She's number 10. She's number 10, and she's Thomas's buddy, who is number 5. Anyway, so what do you like about being in a big family?
I guess it's just fun to have lots of people around me. So, I don't really know.
Who do you like to play with the most?
Makenna,
Yes.
but yes, so she's usually the only one who plays with me.
Makenna's the sweetest. She'll play with anybody. She's 12 and she'll play dolls with you and doctor and
Yeah,
do tricks on the trampoline.
but for the bigger kids, then I probably like Lexi the
Yeah?
most.
Lexi's sweet too.
Mhm.
And well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed all these different little series about having a big family and living here and how we homeschool or what they've enjoyed about homeschooling. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.